What's going on with everybody, man? Hope you guys are doing great. Now we're back at it again, another film session with Coach Singh. So let's go ahead and get to it, man. Rams 49ers. Now this video did take me a little bit longer to make because I was actually in Las Vegas during this game, so it's hilarious to see all the Rams fans that were mad, all the people that bet on the Rams spread -6. We're not gonna forget. Everybody that was just upset that they lost. It was fantastic. So I was out there in Vegas because we did this next chapter showcase thing, 1v1 for only buckets. It was a great time. It was a blast. Shout out to Victor turning up. Shout out to my boy Mundu turning up. Man, so we were just out there doing a lot of only bucket stuff, as you guys know. So anytime I'm not really posting on here, it's because we're posting on another channel. So I'm trying to make sure that we're posting on all channels for all you guys, man. Main channel, this one, and then only buckets as well too. But especially this one, just we're gonna make sure that we're keeping up with these football, breakdowns and getting it going. So let's go ahead and get to it. Subscribe if you guys are enjoying it, man. Coach Singh in the house. Let's get to it. Okay, so this was a crazy game by Mac Jones and Matt Stafford. That's what stood out in this one, was not only did the defense end up showing up and making plays, guys like Alfred Collins, stepping up in very, very crucial moments. We saw Mac Jones deliver an epic performance in this one. So we're going to try to see what was going on with Mac Jones out there. So right off the rip, we see Kyle Juszczyk on the field giving us a balanced look, and when Kyle Juszczyk is out here, I really like to think of him as another tight end. That's how I would look at it as a defense versus like this being another fullback. Because the guy has the ability to basically be a tight end. So I'm looking at this going, okay, yeah, these guys are definitely sitting in 12 personnel, a really balanced look across the board. And the crazy part is, look at the receivers, man. Demarcus Robinson, Kendrick Bourne, just guys that we were not anticipating to be starting the game, Thursday Night Football, week 5 of the season. So here we go, right off the rip. We're going against an amazing defensive front by the Rams right here, led by Jared Verse, Frisk. You got Young up here. I think that's Puna Ford, if I'm not mistaken. All these guys have been playing amazing football. It's kind of crazy how much the D-line has gotten even better. Is that crazy to say, better? Or they stayed, really good since Aaron Donald? That's a real testament to their GM right there. Right off the rip, we see that they're able to just go 1-for-1, hat to hat. Just kind of making it tough, I think, for any guys to win their kind of like double teams up front. And then you see Trent Williams, though, is just a dog, man. He's the guy that's going to set the tone in this game. Look at that block right there, because everyone else is kind of getting cooked up front. Great block up there to get this game going, getting to that next level right there. But Trent Williams, holy cow. All right, now we're hitting with some play action. Rams rushing 4. It looked like they were going to be rushing 5, but in Mac Jones' eyes, when he's snapping that ball, he's thinking 5 because his back is turned to the ball, unless he's really well equipped with watching his film and just knows, oh yeah, in this front they're not. So, it's something that they're trying to like disguise in that sense. But I love this play call right here because the Rams are being super aggressive. They want to come out and get after Mac Jones right away. So what do? Call a screen to counter that super aggressive defense. Get the ball to McCaffrey. Nice job right here. And that's honestly just a great hustle play right there by 95. 64 right here. Get out there, put a hat on that linebacker. Now CMC's got some room to run. Way to keep going right here by this guard. Just keeping it up right there. That's how you do it right there. What appears to be like a zone coverage, but they're manned up on this tight end, and it clears out completely for Christian McCaffrey. Just a phenomenal read by Mac Jones, making it easy. You're almost looking at the Rams going, why would you make it that easy for Mac Jones? Why are you so worried about this tight end? Either is a miscommunication, or they're not supposed to be in man coverage. He's in man coverage. Who knows at the end of the day. But you would just think as a defense, let's take McCaffrey away. Let's make Mac Jones not feel safe right there, right? So shout out to them getting a big time game, right? Flack all the time. Let's break down this big time play right here. So the Rams come out. And right now they're in zone coverage. They're just rushing 4, which is kind of crazy because you're thinking, man, maybe they're going to send heat on Mac Jones, but maybe they're just being timely with it. Maybe they're going to pick which downs they're going to do it on. You get a chip on this side versus Jared Verse, so that's going to help Colton McKivitz big time. Trent Williams is going to win his side, so Mac Jones has got time now. Great job right here. Honestly, you're just attacking the depth right here. Great throw, great block, great run after the catch. And then this is what you love to see right here by the 49ers. Like, this is what sticks out, is that he's assuming Kendrick Bourne is going to be running down the field. So he's already looking ahead to block. Look at this. And Kendrick Bourne, great job just eating this space. I mean, look at all this yardage he just gains right there. And, you know, we saw in the last breakdown, he's getting a lot of flack. He got a lot of flack on the Instagram video we posted. And, you know, I get it. Everybody's giving him flack. But the guy's actually a very talented receiver. And he kind of shows you why he's back on the 49ers. Run after catch ability. Supposedly has to have really good sure hands. But he's showing you right here that's what he's here to do. Look at that. Oh my God, Trent Williams. Oh. Oh my God. Somebody call an ambulance. Look at this double team. My goodness. They just destroyed that. Oh my. No way. See this guy coming down on the blitz. Gets picked up by Kyron Williams pretty well, but Bryce Huff wins on the inside, and that's what you love to see, is these guys winning their one-on-ones when we blitz, when we go gamble, man. Okay, so we got a little good gain right there. Mac Jones now looking to work against this coverage. We're looking to work against the zone as well right here. He knows that. Look at the release on this ball. That ball is already out of his hands. He's about to take a hit. The zone defense is still working over here. And that is crazy timing, you guys. How much do you think Mac Jones has worked with Demarcus Robinson this season, considering all these injuries Demarcus Robinson has had? And that ball was already out. He already saw that this cornerback is bailing, and he's not going to sit on this flat, you know, soft, like, you know, comeback route in this deep third kind of. Look at this. He knows. Right off the rip, he's playing hook zone. He's looking at McCaffrey. He's bailing. If he doesn't bail, this fade is there. So his fade is going to be the #1 priority, because these guys are splitting this deep, you know, third right here in that sense. And that is just like crazy timing, a crazy read to process in real time. Like, that's phenomenal. Like, great job, Mac Jones. The Rams start, you know, they're going to do this thing right here where they put their defensive tackles in this technique, this 1 technique, this 2 technique, this 3 technique. And what this is going to do is just basically occupy both A gaps and kind of encourage them to kind of run into these other, you know, B gaps, C gaps, etc. And by doing that, it's going to try to say that, hey, we're going to fill with these linebackers, and we're willing to bang on this type of, like, filling in the gap, I guess you could say, throughout this game. So as you can see right now, double team right off the rip. They're trying to work to this side. So can he win this edge? What is this tight end going to do right here? Doesn't really get to anybody. And that's where, like, the linebacker's like, I'm okay, I'm willing to fill that. But Christian McCaffrey just eats that up all day. Crazy timing right here, because this is damn near a hospital ball. So shout out to the receiver for still holding on to it. Mac Jones still making something happen. I would rather see Mac Jones deliver this ball right here to Demarcus Robinson. But instead, he throws it to our guy who's literally about to get destroyed by 3 people right there. So something that we'd like to see him do better next time. But, you know, considering the way he's been throwing the ball this game, it's like, damn. Look at this front right here. You got 4 big bodies in there on top of Jared Verse and Byron Young. So this is just an all-out, we're going to stop this run defense right here. Now, what's interesting is Trent Williams' first step is to the outside. So he's looking to go for the edge immediately. We're going play action right off the rip. And just a miscommunication down the field. It would have worked as well too, because we had the angle, we had the overcommitment by the by the defense, but just a miscommunication. Oh yeah, double reverse action into a screen. You love to see this. McCaffrey will just eat up space. You put your players in space, they're gonna work. And what you really love to see in this, when you guys are watching this, everybody loves to watch the reverse. That's not what you really want to watch. You want to watch these guys. Yeah, sell it. Look at this, look at this. Yeah, ain't nothing happening. The play's happening down there. And now they come back and they got hats. You got 3 versus 2, 1-on-1. Great block right there. 68, good job. You want to see that guy not be able to come back in, but Phenomenal job right there. Way to just eat the space right there. O-lineman get to have fun in this play. Real casual with it. That's how you need to be, a little nonchalant. One-on-one down the field. Great ball. Man, this is just one of those ones where it's great. One-on-one. You know your guys attacking, your guys leverage and depth deep. Give him a chance to get the ball. I thought this was great timing. Maybe you just bring the ball down a little bit. This is one of those ones where, oh yeah, we'll keep doing this. These will turn into touchdowns. We're right there with it. You know what I mean? So great job. You love to see that type of aggressiveness from Mac Jones. What he's showing you guys on this drive between aggressiveness and timing is very, very nice. Mac Jones. One-on-one again. Look at this ball. Oh my God, you guys. If Aaron Rodgers does this, the world goes crazy. I mean, these back shoulder throws are what elite quarterbacks do. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So we got Demarcus Robinson working him up the field. He's threading him on the fade. So the defensive back has his head turned around. When a defensive back has his head turned around, look at him. He's already thrown the ball. And he's only about maybe 8 yards, about 10 yards maybe down the field. Throws the ball already to the back shoulder. Beautiful timing right here. Makes it so easy. And Demarcus Robinson does a good job for any receivers watching of he doesn't get to the sideline immediately. He's working up the field with enough space on the sideline. So Mac Jones has enough space to throw that ball just behind on that back shoulder and gives him enough space to make a move like that and work his 2 feet, make a catch. That is absolutely beautiful footwork right on the edge of the sideline. That type of ball is almost impossible for a cornerback to cover. You have to be like an elite cornerback and have amazing ball skills to be like, yeah, I'm going to come back and pick that ball off. Or just know or have watched film, because that is absolutely elite. When you're playing corner, you're worried about the fade. You know what I mean? You're worried about making sure this guy doesn't go up there and snag on you on some. So when someone's able to hit you on the back shoulder, that's crazy, because most guys are not able to do it. So as a defensive back, you're like, Mac Jones isn't hitting this. Phenomenal ball by Mac Jones. So right off the rip, great route by CMC. Just enough on the rub. Damn, that's beautiful work. And what people don't realize is Christian McCaffrey, I think he's leading the league in like some sort of category in receptions and stuff. If he was a receiver, he'd be a top 10 receiver. He's just playing running back. So a lot of your favorite receivers that wish they could play running back, they can't. He's your favorite receiver that can play running back. That's how great Christian McCaffrey is. So when everybody's like, oh man, the Niners are down receivers, our number one receiver is actually still there. Even if Debo was there, Ayuk is there. He's damn near still our number one guy if you look at it in a sense, right? So it's like when it comes down to schematically and what we can do with him, everybody's like, why did they trade for Brian Robinson? All right, so Rams come out on his next drive. They're going to attack this depth right away, go to Puka Nacua. Now, Puka and Stafford had a phenomenal game this game, and I think this is going to be the definition of bend don't break for the 49ers. You kind of know they're talented. You know they got Adams. You know they got Puka. You know they got all these different weapons on offense. So how do we shell this offense with the guys that we have on this front, because we don't have Nick Bosa, and make sure we stop the run, just kind of bend, don't break, and do just enough to be able to give the ball to our offense, to McCaffrey, Mac Jones, and company, to give them a chance to be able to win the game. That's the philosophy that you're going into this. And then also being timely. Like, we're going to try to make our plays. Let's get interceptions. Let's get fumbles. Let's make those game-winning turnover-type plays. So you're going to see a lot of that right here. Where Demo knows, I'm going to play off, so they're going to attack this leverage. I got to come up and make this tackle. So that's a good job by him right there. You know, and it's a good game by them. They'll take it as an offense, and we'll also be like, hey, we're willing to bend, don't break on that. Let's make sure we just come down, tackle, and maybe the next time, let's make sure we don't give them as much yardage. Rip, you can tell it's play action, and I think the DBs know too. And the reason the tail is because look how hard these receivers run off the ball. That's the best part about it, is they kind of just tell you right away. So play action, even though Matthew Stafford is doing it, no one's really falling for it. Even the linemen are kind of falling backwards as well too, into a natural pass protection. What happened to this receiver? I just looked up and saw him on the floor. Let's see. But you could tell, like, but the thing is, both of these teams are really good at selling both at the same time. Like, they do also run block and run hard when they run block. But sometimes, they're human, and they don't always do that. But right here, you're going to notice, trips him up damn near. He looks like he falls on his own feet. That's phenomenal. We'll take that, right? Like, good job defense. But Stafford, I mean, he just misses his running back. That's a good read right there, man. Just eat the depth up. Everyone's kind of falling back into a shell. Check it down to your running back. So how did Puka Nacua destroy the 49ers defense in a manner of which he did? So we're going to notice right here, Demo is actually lining up on Devontae Adams. He's got probably, over the top coverage right here. So we're looking at probably like a cover 2 shell, zone. But this could be a hybrid coverage where on this side it's cover 2 man, and on this side they're running like a cover 6 or a cover 2, however it may be. So I think what's interesting right here is it looks like it could be a match coverage. I think our slot corner, it looks like he's reading, okay, if my receiver is going to go deep, I'm running with him. And it's a big time miscommunication because, one, we have our middle is just wide open. That's going to be on Fred Warner and these guys just kind of falling for whatever's going on over there. But two of these guys basically covering out here when really we should be passing off and someone should be on this guy, whether it's Renardo Green or it's Upton Stout saying, all right, I'm going to pass this slot off and now I'm going to sit on this hitch. No one's there for it. And now we got 3 guys over here doing nothing basically. And Puka's able to eat that space up. And that's where you look at it as a defense like, who are we worried about pre-snap? Are we worried about the slot or are we worried about Puka? Don't get me wrong, the slot is taking off on a deep play. It's a shot down the field, but, who's the priority pre-snap? You know what I mean? Like, we're trying to take out Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua from this game. We're not trying to, if you're going to throw the ball 15 times to Tutu Atwell, then that's cool. We'll take that. Big moment in the game for the 49ers. They baited this edge player on the inside, and they got everything to work for them. All he needs to do is catch this pitch and get to the outside. And honestly, Sam O does a good job of still getting to the inside and, like, being in this guy's face, but completely drops the ball right there. I mean, what hilarious, right? And great job by the 49ers to just be active and present. Shout out to 95 or 56, I can't tell. Just being ready to get on top of the ball, man. But this is a crazy blown opportunity by them. But look at that. That is a great job. He got to the inside and still held the edge. And he's there to just, threat the running back, etc. And then 56 just staying active, ready for it. Good job, team. Rams are showing this front that we're still going to blitz. We might send 5 guys. You know what I mean? Look at this linebacker that's lined up right here. We got 3 receivers at the top, so we got this trips left look. He's still giving a little bit of a play action. We showed 5, but we're still sending 4. The left guard kind of lets the pocket get blown up. But Mac Jones is just reading this cover 1 defense where you got these Cook guys kind of playing in the middle. Everybody's manned up. You got 1 safety over the top. But this safety is so shaded on the other side of the field that he probably looks like he's double covering the other receiver in his vision. So he knows he has this depth to work up the field. Now, the inside help is all these guys right here. 353. Instead, he can work this guy down the field who has no one near him and is just going one-on-one. That is a phenomenal job, Mac Jones. Because that's him keeping his eyes down the field, reading the defense, and then making the play. And looking to see, like, what is the defense giving me? What is the coach trying to give me on this play call? And let me just deliver and throw it. We looked at a play earlier where we saw Mac Jones throw the ball to the shorter route in the scenario, right? Where the guy got lit up by, like, 3 guys. And we're like, man, if he had looked down the field a little more, this was that. I think the improvement you were seeing in real time is him being able to see that, Great job right there, honestly. We got Renardo Green on Devontae Adams. And in this scenario right here, on this side, it looks like we're playing zone. And on this side, we're not playing zone. We're playing man coverage because we have Devontae Adams here. We have to have a body on him no matter what. Renardo Green working against him, running the route with him. The swipe underneath for the ball. Phenomenal job against Devontae Adams. I see you, Renardo Green. We got to get you your flowers, man. Great job, my boy. Pass rush is just not able to get there And this time, Devontae Adams is going to win the matchup. And that's what it is, man. It's Devontae as a Hall of Famer. This time, he gets to work the depth, though. And that's what makes it tough is the speed that Devontae Adams has. Phenomenal route. Matthew Stafford just eating that right back up, man. And that's Devontae Adams for you, man. He's going to get it right back. Action. Look at that. Good bump on Adams, knocking him off balance. Pretty good coverage across the field. Nothing there for him. Nice job by the defense right there. Niners stay in this man coverage. It looks like it at the top. Man coverage at the top. Looks like it's man coverage at the bottom as well too. Everybody knows their assignment. So we're sitting in the cover one. Stafford throws this seam ball. And this is just a perfect ball. This is just Matthew Stafford balling for everybody that wants to see, man. This guy has his head turned around. There's just no way he's going to make a play on this ball. We're threading up the sideline so the safety can't get there either. Right up there, make it easy for your guy to go get a catch. Phenomenal ball by Matthew Stafford. Play action, threading up the field, man. We got lots of options to work with for Stafford. Phenomenal throw to the inside shoulder, too, to get it away from Upton Stout. Just attacking the zone coverage. Stafford, man. I mean, this is just too easy. This is just a big-time breakdown by the 49ers defense. We're sitting in man coverage on this side, for sure on this side. And it looks like it's a man coverage on this side as well, too. But there's just no one picking up the running back. You don't even need to break down film on this. What are we doing? Like, even Fred Warner was like, what? So a massive breakdown on the 49ers defense. You cannot be doing that right there. Play action right here. Good job by the offensive line. Everybody's staying home. And nice read by Mac Jones, letting your receivers work up the field. And what happens is these linebackers, right? The guys that are supposed to sit in coverage, whoever it may be, him, etc., they bite so much on the play action that you have all this space underneath, and it allows Mac Jones to make that read. Good job right there. Nice catch by Kendrick Bourne. So we're running duo now at the top. Y'all know how we rocking with duo, man. Duo right here. We got double teams right here that we're winning. Great job to put these guys on the floor. Got them DTs bending their knees. Working to the next level. This linebacker fills in the wrong gap because this was his priority right here. And great job by 75. This block right there, that's what gives you the next 5 yards right there. And forces safeties, Cameron Curl, to have to come down and make these tackles against superstar running backs. Recipe for success. And I know he's looking to this right side, but you want to see him, man. Like, you got time. Work this right here. Make them respect McCaffrey or work this hitch. Instead, not McCaffrey, this tight end that's working this center area right here. Instead, I think there's a miscommunication between him and McCaffrey. He wasn't going to be there anyway. Mac Jones. P.I. Good job right there, man. Way to throw it. Give your guy a chance to go get it. Phenomenal job right here. I mean, this is just attacking the depth the way the Rams were doing it to us earlier. We're going to flood this left side out right here. With this tight end going out to the flat. We got one-on-one with KB working down the field. This is kind of what we meant earlier. Is you got time. If you got these guys working one-on-one down the field, then go ahead and throw that ball to these guys. Because you were doing it earlier. And now he's back. He's got a lot of trust in KB. You can tell. Look where he's at. He's on the right hash. And he's throwing this out to the sideline. Enough room to get it away from this corner, because that's where the threat is this guy picking the ball off. And perfect placement. Great catch right there. Great job, Mac Jones. Let's watch KB work this concept right here. Motion is going to bring him out, and then that's going to tell Mac Jones that he's got one-on-one. Attacks that depth right there, and Mac Jones is just throwing layups, and that's what you want to see right here. Just a lot of time because we're only rushing 3, so Stafford is just able to watch his guys work. We know we're worried about Adams, we're worried about Puka, so he's got one-on-one with this guy down the field. Let him make a play. So we need the first down. It's 4th down, and you see Mac Jones is looking at this front. The Rams have been showing you this double A gap. You know, the way the alignment is, the technique is this 1 technique, 0 technique, all of it, right? They've been showing you that all day. The 2 technique as well, too. So they're just trying to take away this A gap. And so now you got Jared Verse who's overcommitting as well too. And he just sees that, hey, yo, man, this B gap is going to be wide open. I'm willing to take my chances, especially if Jared Verse commits. Jared Verse commits. we're willing to go there and get that first. Good. So we got zone defense right here, and you got these two guys basically going to clear out the linebacker and the safety, which makes it easy for Davante Adams to work this middle, which is just wide open. Dual clear out. Davante Adams wide open. Fred Warner realizes it, got to get there. It was just a tough look for that safety too, because they got to run with those guys deep. So same thing, it's been working again, so why not keep doing it, man? They're respecting the deep ball. The guys are running out with them, so we can just keep working Davante Adams in the middle of the field. We got him against a rookie as well, too. They're going to eat this matchup all day, every day. No one's in the middle this time because the cover one shell, this guy's just worried about this. Easy work for Davante Adams. And this is great coverage right here. Look at the safety right here at the top. He's playing off, has to play and stick with the tight end. And if I'm Stafford, I probably want to get this ball more to the outside by the pylon because the safety doesn't have that leverage to be able to get out there. But he's probably thinking safety has his head turned. I've been hitting this ball all day. I could just dot it on my tight end and he'll make the play, which he almost does. But great play by our guy, Siegel, right here to go ahead and break that up. Great job. What happens here? Man coverage across the board. He's just going to go one-on-one, and he's just going to beat D. Winters out there easily. I mean, just has the step. So the 49ers are showing a heavy blitz front, and D. Winters sits back on it, and Stafford misses his throw. It's a miscommunication. Davante Adams is supposed to be going out more, but he hitches. D. Winters, you have a pick, and he drops it. Oh, that sucks. Good play, though. One-on-one, he likes his matchup in the slot. This is a tight window as well, too. But he likes it because he sees this linebacker's committing to the tight end. So he knows he can make this throw right here. Safety's worried about the tight end. KB winning one-on-one down the field. That's what you like to see. Christian McCaffrey working in the slot this time. Something to note right here, man. So they come out and they're going to basically wheel from this side. You got a post coming on this side. So this is like a great cover 3 destroyer, cover 2 destroyer. And Christian McCaffrey gets to work to this flat and just great space, great timing, and everything for him to be able to get out there. I love to see McCaffrey. Sheesh. I mean, this is just crazy, offense, right, by the Rams being able to just attack this zone. We don't have enough time or enough pass rushes to really get a good pass rush. And so Davante Adams just working up the field. These guys are seeing these guys underneath, feeling the inside guys. All this space opens up with the safety bailing, and then they just eat that up. That is just perfect offense. Can do this right here. Everybody feels the gap. You're thinking he's going to hit this right here, but we got somebody right there to fill it. But Bryce Huff, you cannot do that. He's working the edge, but he doesn't. He's going down, but his lineman is still in front of him. So his lineman could just block him. And Kyron Williams, this is a great read right here, a great cut to be able to get to the outside where the edge is broken, and that's how he turns this into a massive gain right there. Big play right here because we have to see Alfred Collins. I wish we had the reverse angle of it, but Alfred Collins gets double teamed, breaks through the double team, is right here. Look at this. Look at the stance he's in right now, yo. Swipes punch. Oh my God. This is a superstar defensive play. I hope y'all understand what y'all are saying. And he did this in college, if you don't understand. If you don't understand, he did this in college. Knocks that ball out. 49ers recover. Phenomenal play. A+. Niners being down receivers, man. You got McCaffrey and Juszczyk really stepping up in these skill position roles, showing their value. McCaffrey now, great job right here because you have a great block to be able to block a linebacker as a receiver like that. Great job. The cornerback loses his contain. McCaffrey's going to eat that space up. And he gains like 10 more yards on top of that. That's why you got to be able to tackle these guys. Juszczyk in motion. They're keeping both of them out there for a reason, man. They can block, they can catch, they can do it all, and that's what you need on this drive. Easy read again, man. You've been hitting the hitches. Make them respect the sideline as well, too. Juszczyk and Christian McCaffrey out there again. Juszczyk, wow, look at that space right there. That's phenomenal. He's going to look to McCaffrey this time. Juszczyk out there, tight end out there, 2 tight ends out there. So really, this is, I'll call that 13 personnel right there. And we're still looking to pass, but great pass rush right there by the Rams. Okay, so let's see how this play even happened, man. The big thing we have to see is up front. There's a chip, so it turns like four rushers basically into like 3.5 almost for Matthew Stafford in his mind, because now he feels like he has even more time. Down the field, we got three guys working down the field, and we're sitting in this kind of like cover three shell because he's kind of high-lowing Devontae Adams is what it looks like. Stafford does a good job of just like, hey, yo, these guys break the contain. I'm going to reset my pocket. This hit earlier, if you watched earlier in the film session, where we're so worried about this right here that we get one-on-one with the safety down the field. And these are still open as well, too. That's the crazy part. But just phenomenal throw by Matthew Stafford. Just let me get it all the way out there, let him chase it down, get to the sideline. That's what you got to peep. He didn't just throw it just to throw it. He threw it out there in a way so his guy could catch it and run out of bounds. This is the game-winning play right here. Let's take a look, y'all. So what we're going to notice is that the Niners come out in this front that basically is like, it's so interesting because look at 91, 92, 95, 98. This is the base defense. This isn't like a heavy load set. This isn't like we have 5 linemen on the field plus our edges or something, you know what I mean, like we saw earlier with the Rams. So this is the base defense, but the alignment is different though because the alignment is more squeezed. You got A gap filled by our 2 defensive tackles right away. He's looking right here in this B gap, support A gap, B gap, support A gap. So you got all these guys basically saying, hey, yo, you're not running this on the inside between this front. We're going to stop that. What's interesting here is that they decided to do a run call with no fullback and just ran it. You know what I mean? I thought that was a very interesting thing. A lot of people say you should have just made him run with Stafford or give the ball to Stafford and let him throw. Who's to say, right, what would have happened at the end of the day? But what's key right here is the way the 49ers are going to feel on this run defense with the run blocks. So D. Winters right here is going to be treated as a 5th lineman. He's going to be treated as you are holding the edge, you are coming down, and then we as the defenders will fill as the other edge. That is going to be our run defense in this scenario right here. So let's break it down. You see the motion on the inside. D. Winters, contain edge. Great job. These guys, double team, work the inside. B gap is closed. A gap is closed. A gap is closed. Shit, maybe this one is closed. You know what I mean? Who knows? But the edge is right there. These guys in the back, we look back at it. This is just great, great discipline by our run defenders right here. Because we close all the gaps up front and everyone up here, right here, Fred Warner Field. Stout, I think that is, Fields right there. And then the cornerbacks come on top of it. The linemen stick to it. Fred Warner gets on top of it. And it's a team effort to stop the run. Wow, what a game. Shout out to the 49ers. Breakdown film, man. That was a great one. Rams did a great job as well, too, man. We're looking good. We have a lot of exciting things to be excited about. So we'll stay tuned as we go into next week's film session, man. So stay tuned. Y'all know what it is. Coach Singh with it.